Well, one thing that's important to know about the Night to Unite event that happened here was just the overall planning that went involved. We actually formed a work group early on and started planning all the smaller elements. We broke it off into different tasks. Somebody had to do all the registration and mapping, trinkets and handouts. They had to be acquired, they had to be sorted, they had to be priced out. We had to package all the goodie bags ahead of time. There was a communication person that handled that. There was a sign-up coordinator. There was somebody dealing with the collection points. Also just tracking all the volunteer hours, which were really significant this year. We had logistics coordinators that got all the cars set up and all the fueling of the cars. All the cars had to get washed. Little things that people just don't normally think about. This is the Night to Unite party host recognition event, basically. This is an appreciation dinner that we have for all the folks that put on the Night to Unite parties in their neighborhoods. They spend a night putting on a party for the other people, so we thought we'd put on a party for them to say thank you for doing that. And we're going to serve everybody dinner. We've got a little bit of an interactive show. The room here, this is the Marsden room. It's in the Public Services or Public Works building here in Arden Hills. And the room is set up for close to 100 people. We expect over the course of the evening probably to have close to maybe 200 folks come here. We're also going to give them all their supplies for their party, so we'll give them all their things for their kids, the handouts. There's a gift that we give the hosts also that are having parties here as well.
All of the people that went out to the parties were volunteers. Inside our agency, nobody was paid overtime or anything like that. Everybody was asked. We rarely have to ask twice. They're just phenomenal people.
For the event itself, there was over 60 licensed deputies that were involved in this. 122 civilian staff were involved in this in some capacity or another. And tracking all the hours from the planning groups and setting everything up, we had 1,926 hours of time that was dedicated to this event.
Night to Unite is basically a program where not only neighbors get together with other neighbors in order to create bonds throughout the community, but it's an opportunity for people to actually get a chance to talk to their local law enforcement agency. A lot of times when we go out to a place, there's a problem that we have to solve, there's somebody that's in need of our assistance or our help. And Night to Unite is one of the few opportunities throughout the community where we just go out there just to make ourselves available to talk to people. We tried to equally locate everybody throughout all the contract cities so that every contract city was having somebody in administration showing up. And it is a big deal to have a sheriff show up for a party or a chief deputy or an undersheriff. I think people don't realize how massive the sheriff's office is. It's a pretty big agency. And when you're spreading that many people across 7 cities, it's a big deal to be able to get somebody that has some rank. It gives us an opportunity to let them see that we're people and not just robots inside uniforms.
And going to the Night to Unite National Night Out parties, block parties, a lot of them contribute school supplies for the kids. And we got a lot of stuff. We had some support from Target, who had grocery carts for us, if you will, but full of stuff, you know, from notebooks and pencils and glue sticks and erasers and that. And it ultimately goes to the schools for those students that really don't have school supplies.
Sergeant Phil, really want to say thank you very much for all of the donations that the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department has collected for all of our students. Not only Valentine Hills, knowing that you have helped out Mounds View Public Schools, and we're just one small part of this process, but it is really a wonderful partnership, and our teachers are appreciative and our families are appreciative.